It's August, the sun is blazing, your soil dries out in hours, and your watering schedule is starting to feel like a full-time job. But here's the good news. Not all veggies struggle in the heat. Some actually thrive in dry, hot weather. Today, we're diving into drought-tolerant vegetables that can handle the summer heat. Whether you live in Zone 7 or 10, if you're dealing with a hot spell, these crops can save your garden and your water bill. Stay with us till the end for smart tips on watering less but growing more. Tools and materials. You'll need mulch, straw, leaves, wood chips, drip irrigation or soaker hose, garden journal, compost or worm castings, shade cloth, optional, hose timer for efficient watering, trowel, gloves, and watering can. Why August calls for drought-resistant crops. By August, rainfall is low in many regions and evaporation is high. Plants not suited for heat stress wilt, bolt, or simply fail to grow. But drought-tolerant vegetables have deeper roots, thicker leaves, or built-in resilience that helps them thrive with less water. Growing the right crops reduces the time you spend watering, risk of disease from overwatering garden stress during heat waves. Let's go over the best vegetables to plant and how to care for them properly. Top drought-tolerant vegetables to grow in August word. Zucchini, summer squash. Zucchini loves heat. It's fast-growing and produces heavily with minimal care. Needs: full sun, good airflow. Tip: mulch deeply to keep roots cool. Bonus: harvest every 2 to 3 days for peak flavor. 2. Eggplant native to hot climates. Eggplant thrives in dry heat. Needs: warm soil and consistent moisture at the base. Tip: use drip irrigation to prevent leaf spots. Varieties: try Ping Tung Long or Black Beauty. 3. Peppers, hot and sweet. Peppers love warmth and can withstand dry periods once established. Needs: at least 6 hours of sun. Tip: use mulch and compost to reduce watering watch for, blossom and rot from inconsistent watering for. Kale, yes. This cool season green adapts to heat surprisingly well if you pick the right variety. Choose lacinato, Dino kale, or red Russian. Water deeply, but less often. Harvest outer leaves first to extend life. 5. Beets. Beets grow quickly and tolerate heat if well mulched. Needs: loose, well-drained soil. Tip: thin seedlings for proper root growth. Bonus: use beet greens in summer salads. 6. Okra, a true drought warrior. The hotter it gets, the better okra performs. Direct sow in warm soil. Harvest pods when young great for container growing too. 7. Swiss chard, heat-tolerant and nutrient-packed. Regrows after cutting. Comes in colorful, bright lights variety. Tolerates dry spells if mulched. 8. Tomatoes, certain varieties. Some tomatoes are more drought-resilient than others. Try Roma, San Marzano, or cherry types. Deep watering once a week beats daily sprinkles. Remove bottom leaves for better airflow. Best soil mixes for drought resilience. Soil plays a huge role in how your garden handles dry weather. For drought-tolerant vegetables to truly thrive, focus on building a soil structure that holds moisture without becoming soggy. Start with a base of loamy soil enriched with compost or aged manure. Both improve water retention and feed the roots. Mix in coconut coir or peat moss to boost moisture-holding capacity, and perlite or vermiculite to prevent compaction. Consider adding biochar or clay granules, especially in sandy soils. They act like water sponges. Avoid frequent tilling, which breaks down soil structure. Instead, top-dress your beds with compost regularly and mulch deeply to preserve water below the surface. Smart watering strategies. Even drought-tolerant crops need some moisture. Here's how to do it efficiently. Water early in the morning to reduce evaporation. Soak deeply and less frequently to encourage deep roots. Use mulch to keep soil cool and retain moisture. Install a drip system or soaker hose to save water. Group plants with similar needs together. Bonus tip: add compost or worm castings. They hold water like a sponge and feed the soil. Companion planting for hot weather. Pairing plants helps you create microclimates and pest control. Basil. Spilus tomato. Repels pests, shades soil. Marigold plus squash. Repels squash bugs. Okra. Ewas peppers provides partial shade for sensitive roots, nasturtiums, trap aphids, act as living mulch. Interplanting also breaks up watering zones so you don't waste water on sensitive crops. Create shade. Where needed, use natural shade or install shade cloth, 30 to 50%, during peak heat hours too. Protect leafy greens, reduce water loss, prevent sun scald on fruits like peppers and tomatoes. Even a simple garden umbrella or trellis with vines can reduce stress on nearby plants. Harvest tips for drought-resistant crops. Zucchini. Pick when small to keep production high. Okra. Harvest young pods daily, kale and chard. Cut outer leaves, let centers regrow. Beets. Thin early, harvest small and tender peppers. Don't let fruit overripen. It slows the plant. Harvest early in the day when plants are less stressed for best texture and flavor. Extra tips for success. Use gray water, e.g., from rinsing vegetables. For ornamental plants. Track your watering with a moisture meter or your finger test. Build raised beds with compost-rich soil to retain water. Choose smaller fruiting varieties. They require less energy and water. Avoid planting new crops during heat waves. Wait for a cooler stretch. Planning ahead for fall. August is also your time to start seeds for cool season crops, spinach, lettuce, broccoli. In the shade, prepare mulch and compost for fall planting. Monitor drought-tolerant crops. They'll help extend your growing season. Note what thrived during the heat for next year's plan. Just because it's hot and dry doesn't mean your garden has to suffer. Choosing drought-tolerant vegetables like zucchini, peppers, eggplant, kale, and okra lets you keep your beds productive, even in the harshest heat. With smart planting, deep mulching, and efficient watering, you'll harvest fresh produce without draining your resources. Don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe for more heat-proof gardening tips, and share your favorite drought-tolerant varieties in the comments below. Happy gardening, even in August heat.